Good morning once again, brothers and sisters who are listening me today. I'm so excited and glad that we've managed to meet again on our daily devotion that we usually share. And today our devotion is coming from the book of Galatians chapter 6. Galatians chapter 6 from verse 7 to 8. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Whoever sows to please their flesh, from the flesh will reap destruction. Whoever sows to please the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially to those who belong to the family of believers. Paul is writing this letter to the church of Galatians. And in chapter 6, which is the last chapter of Galatians, he talks about doing good and being good to everyone. But what is most interesting in verse 7, he talks about God and us. He said, we should not deceive ourselves. We should not say anything like, you should not say anything like anything bad about what we do. We should not lie out to ourselves. We should not think as if we are clever. If we look from verse 2 of this chapter of Galatians, we see he talks about if someone who thinks he is or she is something is deceiving or she's deceiving herself. So he's saying we have to test ourselves and test our actions. So as we are living, we should not live like a hypocrite life. Therefore, he said in chapter 7, God cannot be mocked. And also, we reap what we sow. What we do will come back to us. If we do something bad and we think all will be well with us, it all will come back to us. So he keeps on talking about these two things. If you do things to please your flesh, to please your desires, your fleshly desires, that's what you are going to reap. If you do anything that will also satisfy your spirit and also that will please your spirit, you reap, and the outcome is eternal life. There are a lot of things that we do to satisfy our fleshly desire. There are a lot of things that we do to satisfy our spiritual thing, like our spiritual inner being. So Paul is saying we should not be weary in doing good, whether it satisfies our spiritual being or whether it satisfies our outer being. We should not be weary. We should not grow weary in doing good. We should do good all the time. And the greatest thing that he's saying, by so doing good to everyone, by so doing good for our spirit, by so doing good for everyone, we'll reap what we have sown. There is going to be a result. There is a result out of that. And the greatest thing that I talk about is because we do everything that we do, if we do everything that we do for the Spirit, we are going to have eternal life. There's going to be an eternal life that is going to come after we have done good to everyone. And also, he also talks about we have been given the opportunity by God to live here on earth. So let us use that opportunity to do good to everyone, despite of race, despite of color, despite of language, difference in language, despite of any difference that we can see as humans. We have to do good to everyone. But he keeps on saying, especially to those who belong to the family of believers. If we come across to other believers, we have also to be good. We have also to be welcome. We have also to show love. That's what Paul is talking about in this chapter of Galatians chapter 6. So my challenge today and my encouragement today to everyone who is watching is do good to everyone for your spirit, because there is going to be an eternal life that is going to come up. Some people, it might not make sense right now, but God is giving us this opportunity while we are living to live a good life. That's why he said, don't be deceived, and God cannot be mocked. You cannot do certain things and think that God won't see. We should not do anything out of like pretending or trying to show up or something, doing something without the whole heart. We have to do everything for our spirit, for us as Christians to have an eternal life. Thank you very much. Stay blessed.